Cancer has been known as the silent killer. It grows inside a person, often undetected and unseen. Just like cancer, clinical depression often grows undetected and unseen by themselves and by their loved ones. The sufferer blames themselves for their depression and hide it away. Depression can lead to a loss of hope, a loss of talent, and a loss of one's job. More people die from suicide caused by depression than from cancer, heart disease, AIDS, birth defects, stroke, pneumonia, influenza, and lung disease combined. Sadly, in the next few minutes, another American will kill themselves because of depression. Imagine for a moment the entire population of the United States. That's well over 300 million people. Around the world, there are more than 400 million people that suffer from clinical depression. To find a cure for depression and ultimately prevent it, we need to look at it from an entirely new perspective. Depression is not something you get like a cold. Depression originates from the brain. Imagine we're able to observe the brain directly, peering into the inner circuitry of the brain. Just like there are different types and stages of cancer, there are also different types and levels of short circuits that cause depression. We also see levels of these short circuits in people at risk for depression before the illness becomes full-blown. No two brains are the same. One brain might respond to certain medications and therapies, but another might need a whole new treatment. By precisely identifying the type of short circuit in the brain, we can design customized treatments and preventions to target that specific short circuit. With the help of machine learning and big data, we can create and evolve customized treatments and preventions for every type of brain. This radical shift in how we look at depression, the brain, and targets for treatments and prevention can mean healthier lives for everyone. All of this may sound a little science fiction, but our multidisciplinary team at Stanford are laying the foundations to realize this future. Hi, I'm Professor Leanne Williams. Our vision is a community for whom the detection and care of mental health disorders is informed by our best neuroscience and technology. Prevention is possible, and the narrative becomes one of understanding rather than of blame. To bring that vision into reality, we plan to accelerate the translation of neuroscience breakthroughs into the hands of our doctors and of our communities now. To effect long-term change, we will be a multidisciplinary resource for developing, testing, and scaling a radical new model for mental health. The situation, the talent, and the technology has reached a critical mass, and Stanford is ripe to tackle a challenge such as this. We focus first on depression because of the urgent public need and because of early successes. Our solutions for depression will be a prototype for expanding to other areas. I'm excited to submit this proposal on behalf of a thriving multidisciplinary network. Together, we are striving for a fresh, open-minded, compassionate, diverse, and creative approach. Together, we aim to address 10 priority goals. Our first goal is to field test our transformative biotype taxonomy developed here at Stanford. We have the largest and richest data sets in the world. We have identified at least 8 biotypes for different types of depression. In these data sets, brain circuit data are fused and refined with data on genetic variation and on life experiences. Of course, these biotypes will only prove their worth if we can use them to change lives. Current treatment models show 30% effectiveness for getting better. Our biotype method has a 75% success rate. This is a dramatic improvement. Just this week, I saw a college freshman who was hospitalized on suicide watch. She had the blue biotype, indicating drugs wouldn't work. Using her biotype, I guided her to a new form of brain stimulation, and she remitted within the week. All of us were so relieved. This is one example, and we want to scale this impact. Our second goal is to continue to enhance our leadership in advanced brain imaging technology. Stanford researchers are at the bleeding edge of technologies for the human brain connectome. We are developing brain-specific MRI technologies to measure the entire living human brain at sub-millimeter resolution. We plan to scale up so that Stanford becomes a specialist hub for a mobile imaging fleet that reaches out to our community. Our third goal is to pioneer next-generation omics for precise mental health models. We address the pressing need to link genetic variations to more precise biotypes defined by brain circuits. Our fourth goal is to transform computational architectures. Our center will transform cloud technologies for biotype models applied in mental health. We have already developed computational architecture and cloud-based data flow tools that can achieve in 2 days what used to take 5 months. Our fifth goal is to use deep learning to optimize our models. Our computing platform will allow us to apply probabilistic inference engines geared at improving precise models of individual people and at modeling accuracy on scale in real-world settings. Our sixth goal is to integrate our biotypes with transformative sensor solutions. We create technologies that make brain information accessible anywhere. Our engineering collaborators have already prototyped the first skin-like sensor for quantifying brain states in the natural world. We integrate our biotypes with signals acquired during virtual reality-induced mental states. Our seventh goal is to be innovators in biomarker-guided treatment trials. We are already piloting the world's first trials to guide detection and treatment according to biotype, and to deliver this information into the clinical setting. We draw together expertise in complex trials, in rolling out transformative interventions on scale, and in statistical models for biomarker trial design. We also want to establish the economic case for a new model of care. Our eighth goal is to enhance social justice. We believe that a neuroscience-informed mental health approach can change the narrative from one of blame to one of understanding. With our precise scientific discipline, we can change the way people see mental health and reduce stigma. In the end, our breakthroughs will promote health equity as opposed to widening health disparities. Our ninth goal is to develop preventative models. The biggest impact of precision mental health lies in prevention. To achieve this goal, we are already scanning babies, kids, and teenagers, as well as the adult lifespan. Our 10th goal is to create a new generation of leaders. Stanford will be the birthplace for training the best and brightest of our future leaders in neuroscience-informed models of mental health. Our resource will function as the catalyst for attracting top talent and for stimulating connections with other top institutions. We'll be an accelerator for startups and new ventures focused on integrating brain science with technology. Why Stanford? Where else could you find this incredible concentration of preeminence? I'm here, and I'm sure my colleagues are here. In fact, I know my colleagues are here because of the quality of our people, how open we are to ideas, and how quickly we can realize a new vision. So right now we're the number one in realizing this new field. And just like in Silicon Valley with startups, they need to be first in market to stay ahead, to stay number one. And that's exactly what we need to do. The time is now.